Ella complained of a headache again, for the third time that week. Disappointed, I turned to the wall and gestured sternly, hoping she would realize her mistake. After only 5 minutes, however, my wife's breathing became steady, and I realized that she had fallen asleep. Left alone with my own thoughts, I tried to fall asleep, but without success. Unhappy with everything, I grumbled as I headed for the bathroom. This is absurd. Has marriage really come to this? Would it really be over in just 6 months after the wedding? However, before reaching the bathroom, I stopped at the slightly ajar door to my mother-in-law's room. I don't know why, but I froze on the threshold. One look at the bed was enough to make me even more angry. No, I had a normal relationship with my mother-in-law, but I was sure that all our problems with my wife were because of her. It seemed that my wife was embarrassed to be with me when her mother was sleeping behind the wall. Of course, I realized that it was all my own fault, because I had not yet earned an apartment, but it did not prevent me from being angry with my mother-in-law. However, this time my anger was quickly replaced by something else, thanks to the fact that Anna, that was my mother-in-law's name, always slept with a dim nightlight on. I saw that she was half open. I moved closer to cover her, but got a little glimpse of her legs and what was above. Suddenly, Anna held her breath for a second and opened her eyes, staring directly at me. I froze for a moment, and the situation was very awkward. I couldn't breathe, and I was already standing in the bathroom in front of the mirror and imagining what a scandal it would be. And for this, these thoughts made me sweat. There was a noise behind me, and before I could react, the door opened and Anna entered the bathroom. I wanted to say something, to apologize, but when I turned around, I froze as if I'd been hypnotized. With great difficulty, I whispered quietly, "Anna, it's not what you think." She didn't let me finish. The woman's hand suddenly rested on my shoulder, and lower, and I heard her beautiful voice. Aha! I figured as much. Son-in-law, don't worry. I looked into the blue eyes of this beautiful blonde and couldn't figure out if she was mocking me or if she really understood me. It didn't take long for the answer to come. My mother-in-law suddenly kissed me. It was kind of crazy. I can only imagine what Ella would do to me if she saw all that. After all that, I crawled into bed with my wife and turned my back to the wall again. Suddenly, I hear her say, "Are you asleep?" I said, "No." "Are you offended?" Ella whispered and pressed herself against me. But I pulled away. The next morning was very disturbing for me. I now did not know how to communicate with my mother-in-law. Would it happen again? Or maybe it was just a moment of weakness. But then my wife, as usual, left for work an hour earlier than I did, and everything came to light. My mother-in-law leisurely came out of her room in a short t-shirt, stroked her belly, and smiled affectionately at me. I was in the bathroom at the time, brushing my teeth. I was scared to look her in the eyes after yesterday, but she came over, kissed me on the cheek, and said, "Don't worry, honey. It's okay. It's going to be our secret. I know my daughter doesn't sleep at night to help you relax, and any man needs intimacy or he'll leave for someone else. And I don't want a man as handsome as you to leave us. So I will replace your wife until she realizes her mistakes. That's how we live now, and I'm fine with it."